If you don't know exactly what you're looking for every time you come to your charts, you're simply gambling. You need to know exactly what you're looking for way before you even open your charts. We achieve this by doing our analysis a night before. That way we know exactly what asset we're going to be looking for and which setup we'll be hunting for the following day. So without any further ado, let me show you how to do this. As you can see on my screen right here, this is crude oil. Yesterday I actually took 3 positions. I'm going to take you through the thought process and all the reasons that actually led me to taking this one so that you can learn as well. And I actually took 3 positions, and this is where I closed them as they were starting now to consolidate. This was becoming even more dangerous, so I took roughly 140 points, and it was a very good opportunity for yesterday. So let me take you through the reasons why I took it. Well, as you can see on my charts here, I have an indicator that gives me crucial information. For example, I have yesterday's highs, which are denoted by this black dotted lines above, and yesterday's lows denoted by this black dotted lines below. It's nothing fancy. You can just draw lines every single day. We also have yesterday's close denoted by this red dotted lines here. And I've explained their significance as also explained in this book here, which was written by a CEO of one of America's successful investment banks. He also worked as a market maker. He also worked at the New York Stock Exchange. So his book is very, very informative. All right. So look at this. We also have this pink highlighted box here, which is the highs and the lows of the previous week. As you can see, this is indeed the high that was made on Friday and as well as Monday. Okay. And this is the low that was made last week, Tuesday. So the reason I need to see this price areas every time I come to my chart is because we're going to have a lot of stops stacked above here, and we're going to have a lot of stocks stacked below here, which is liquidity, and prices are constantly hunting for liquidity. So with that said, let's look at what happened. When we opened on a Monday, we can see they already violated Friday's lows over here because of the news that came during the weekend about Iran, okay, in America. Okay, we understand that. Then on Tuesday, what did they do? This is an example of an outside day, which are very, very rare. Days which violate the high and then go and violate the low. They are there, but they are extremely rare, okay? So look at what they did. They pieced up and then they pieced down. Of course, there is nothing for us to do. And on Wednesday, they gave a day that hardly broke the low. Did pierce it, but they never ever actually allowed anybody to become profitable. So that is our first sign. Why are they not allowing those who went short to be profitable? Okay, fine. We leave that there because we can't make a decision. However, when we came the next day, now look at what they do. They break the high of the previous day. What have we been saying all along? We have been saying if they are going down, of course they are violating the laws, and all of a sudden, if they now come and violate the high, that means the last day that broke to the downside is rendered a failed breakout, because this is not just piercing, it is a real break. Okay, so this renders this day, because this was the last day of the real break, a failed break. So yes, this day is a failed break. So once we get a failed break, what I want to do is I want to get an opportunity which is called a buy low, because a failed break simply tells us this is a change in market structure, because you can see they went down, they pull back, they went down, they pull back. We want to see if they're gonna keep on going down, but eventually that's where they fell. Okay, they fail to go down and then eventually they come and break this high. So this is now super important. There is a change in market structure. Okay, so once we understand that, we know that this might give us an opportunity to the upside, but still we need the setup. As I said, to go long we need an opportunity called buy low, and when you look at this word, it's actually divided into 2 words. One is buy, one is low. So buy is the action, right? But we need them to qualify it. How do they qualify it? By going low. So as we can see, yesterday, what did they do? They pulled all the way back down. So this is where they push prices low. Why? Because this is how prices move. So as you can see here, if prices are indeed going down, what they are literally doing is they are breaking the lows, and eventually they are breaking the lows, and eventually again they come and break the low. However, price do not go down indefinitely. At some point they are going to reverse. We have 3 types of trend. We have a major, we have a minor, and we have an intermediate trend, okay, as described by Shabakar. And when they are ready to reverse, what will you notice? The first thing you're going to notice is now they are starting to break the highs, and the break of this high becomes a break in structure. Break in structure, And what follows now is break of structure. Very, very significant. Yes, as you can see, the following is now is break of structure. So if they are gonna continue going up, they will be breaking structure going to the upside. Okay, this is very, very important. And we can see one thing which is significant: as they are going down, the highs remain intact, they remain intact. Okay, and all of a sudden now the lows remain intact, and that's what we want to see. But not only that, you see now they break structure. This is exactly what they did here. Okay, this is exactly what they did when they broke the previous day's high. So we're not just gonna go long, no. Why? Because this is this point here where they break. We still want them to make this pullback if they are gonna be going up. Okay, however, we're not just gonna try to guess them here or catch them here. No, we want them to be confirmed with an engulfment candle or a chart pattern or a candlestick pattern. Whatever is shown to us, that's where we're going to execute and take it long. And the first point, of course, that they will need to break if they're going up is this point here, which is where we mostly put our first TPs, and then we can hold till the close, which is also very, very important. You see, so I did wait for this part here is the low, and this is the part now you see over here. Nothing fancy, nothing fancy. You see, nothing fancy. So yes, when I'm drawing this, for some it's gonna sound like, oh, it's easier to draw. So I actually just drew it out here for you. You can see when they were going down, that's exactly what they were doing. Okay, that's exactly what they were doing. And this was our first break the moment they broke here. You see, this is exactly what they did over here. Exactly what they did over here. So what is the next step? The next step is for them to confirm so that we go up, and that's what they did here. If I can switch to a smaller time frame, for instance, well, I just switched to a 5-minute chart, and what you can clearly see is a W, because sometimes when people speak about chart patterns, W's, M patterns, triple bottoms, etc, people don't understand that. You see, this is a W. This is where I told you we have different types of trend. We have major, minor, and intermediate. Okay, so even if on a bigger time frame this is just going down, okay, on a smaller one we're still gonna have the same thing because charts are fractal. So we have a move that was constantly going down and going down and going down, and all of a sudden they come down here, they pull back. We want to see, are they going to continue breaking down? And that's where they fell. And also note that they broke this high over here, which was super significant. This is a break-in structure, but we still want it to be confirmed, and that's where they came down. Are they going to push down? No, they eventually failed, and that's where they gave us our first engulfment. As if this was not enough, they now came with a second engulfment, and that is where I took my execution on the engulfment, you see, which is super important. I understood the chart pattern that we had. It was a double bottom, okay, and this is exactly what I've been explaining. This is a buy low opportunity. Let's go to a 15-minute time frame. As you can see, on a 15-minute time frame, again they gave us the same thing. You see, this thing is just breaking down, and all of a sudden they pull back up. On the 15 minutes you can't really see the break-in structure here, okay, but this is a W, this is a W. And then as you can see, this is where they give us a nice big candle, and they're going up and they're going up, but they gave us the first beautiful candle on a 5-minute time frame, and that's where I actually took my execution. I took it and closed it somewhere here because my expectations was, okay, this is the first point they are more likely gonna hit, and they can keep on going up, okay. But we have to understand that when it comes to all, at this point it's much riskier because of the war. Anything can come up, anybody can say something, so we need to be careful about this one. That's why when I saw that now they're giving me another M pattern, I literally had to close it, okay. I closed it somewhere here because now it was consolidating and they were refusing to go up, and already it was late. So you have to ask yourself, why are they refusing to go all the way up? That's why I eventually closed it. But this is the same thing we speak about every single day. Yesterday was a good day, we received non-farm, but I'm not gonna be trying to guess what the job data is gonna be. Like, for heaven's sake, how do you possibly know if the job data is gonna be positive or negative? No, you just have to play the guessing game, and I'm not in this industry to be guessing. I'm in this industry to react. That's why if you look at most of the assets yesterday, they just gave one candle because of the news, and that was it. It was consolidation afterwards. Yes, sometimes they do give follow-through opportunities, but yesterday there was nothing like that. And this one for me was the easiest one because, of course, of the setup that we talk about every single day. And guys, I've put all of my methods, everything I take on this book here. It's the book that I use for myself, and many of you already have it. Just please refer to it. Don't just forget about it. Refer to it, because these setups keep repeating over and over again. And proof for that is, in this channel, I've been sharing this thing for the longest time. I've been showing you the executions that I've taken, and they are all the same, because this is a solid setup. If you are new to this channel, please hit the subscription button so that you don't miss more. I really appreciate you. Have a beautiful weekend.